Good morning, students. Last time we discussed about one of the stories of Akbar and Birbal, who is the greatest. So here one story we have done, that is the king asked the courtiers about who can pull my mustache, and the answer was given by the Birbal, only the grandson, so he should not be beaten up. He should be given some streets there. So at this answer, so we come to know that why Akbar was so favored of Birbal and why other courtiers were jealous of Birbal. So now on the second occasion, another occasion, there is one more story, again the story of Akbar and Birbal. On another occasion, Akbar was relaxing with some of his courtiers. Relaxing means there was no work to do and he was just having a time of relax there. A few of them thought this was a good opportunity to shower praise on emperor and get some favors from him. So few of them thought of his courtiers. They thought now this is the opportunity, we got a chance that we should praise, तारीफ करना, applaud emperor and get some favors from him. So they got a chance. So they decided now how to praise Akbar. One and the other thing about Akbar, that you are great and you are so honest, you did lot of things for the courtiers and for the people, for the subjects of the village. So all things they tried for the Akbar. They began to compete with each other in praising Akbar. Now they all started praising Akbar, and in this way their competition, one and the other thing, applauding Akbar. So that was going on with the people there. You are the greatest of the kings. You are the greatest of the kings or emperors that ever lived on the earth. So what were their words there? You are the greatest. You are the greatest of all the emperors. So in this way they were praising, as they would get some reward from Akbar. They thought it. You are the greatest of all the people in heaven or earth. Not only on the earth, but you are the greatest on heaven and earth also. So you are as great as God Almighty. So they compared Akbar with God also. You are greater, and one of them told that you are greater than the God Almighty. And this was the height of their praising, that they told you are greater than God Almighty also. Now Akbar was no fool. Akbar also came to know he was not at all fool. He did not care for his false praise. Now he came to know that this praising means this is all false, and they only want to make me happy and give me some reward to them. He stopped the courtiers and asked, do you all believe so? Do you all believe that I am greater than God? Yes, they answered in one voice. So all the courtiers, they said, yes, yes, you are greater than God. Everything there they did to praise Akbar. All right, then prove it to me. So now Akbar came to know that how false they are talking to me. So he told, okay, prove it to me. Tell me at least one thing that I can do, but God Almighty will not be able to do. So you should at least tell me one of the things that I can do, and God is not able to do it. So just give me the proof of what you say. Now listen here, after hearing this, all the courtiers were stunned. Otherwise, you will all incur our royal displeasure. So you will not get our royal facilities, whatever you are enjoying today. If you will not give me the proof, you will not get all the royal facilities there. You have till tomorrow morning to prove it. So what is that? Till tomorrow morning, you can prove it that I am greater than God. So if you said so, so you have to prove it. Akbar then left the place without another look at the courtiers. So Akbar knew that this man, all the courtiers are flattering me. So he left the room and giving them strong instruction that till tomorrow morning you have to prove me. They were in a proper fix. Now all were stunned and shocked. How to prove this, that Akbar is greater than God? They thought and thought but couldn't think of any such thing. They thought again and again and again how to prove Akbar, because from tomorrow then they will not get any pleasure from the royal, anything from the any financial or any support from the king, they will not get it. Now this will happen and Akbar will punish us for our flattery. In the end, they went to Birbal. So at last they knew only Birbal could tackle Akbar there, and Birbal have the answer of all these such foolish questions by the Akbar. When Birbal heard their story, he told them not to worry. So when Birbal heard, so he asked them not to worry about it. I am there. I will tackle Akbar there and I will give you the proper answer. The next morning, the court was full. Everyone was curious to see what would happen next. So next morning, court was full because everyone was curious, very anxious to hear how these people are going to prove that Akbar is greater than God. How they are going to prove this? So everyone was very much eager. Well, said the emperor, have you found a good answer to my question? The emperor asked her, have you found a good answer? Or are you ready to leave the court forever? Or you will have to leave the court forever. So are you prepared for the answer? That was it. Akbar looked. So just then Birbal stepped forward and bowed low. So as Akbar questioned there, Birbal came forward and he bowed low. Please don't be angry with those who think you are the greatest. So he told Akbar that please, he requested Akbar, said don't be angry because these people think that you are the greatest and you are greater than God. There's certainly at least one thing that you can do, but the God Almighty cannot. So he said, yes, one thing is there that you can only do this, but God Almighty cannot do it. God will not do it. Akbar looked at Birbal thoughtfully. And what is that one thing? So Akbar was also thoughtful. What is that one thing that I could do, but God cannot do it? So is there anything that God cannot do and I can do it? When you want to punish someone, you can banish that person. You can throw him out of your kingdom. So what Birbal told? If you want to punish some person, then what you will do? You will banish. You will throw him out, that person from your court, and you can do this. But God's kingdom extends everywhere. But God's kingdom is too big. Okay? That Almighty cannot banish anyone from his kingdom. He cannot take out any of his subject from his kingdom. Your kingdom in this way, what Birbal told, that your kingdom is small, that you can throw out the persons from your kingdom. But God's kingdom is too big that he cannot throw out the subjects out from his kingdom. Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. So Akbar started smiling over this answer. That was a clever Birbal. So that was how Birbal, how much clever Birbal was to give the appropriate answer to the king. By showing how I have an advantage, you have also shown that God is greater. So that is, you showed me that I have also some of the powers or some of the qualities in my hands, but you also showed me that God is greater than all these things. So God is greater than worldly kings. I believe you. So here Akbar told Birbal that really I believe you, I trust in you. Akbar was so pleased with the answer that he forgave the courtiers for their stupidity. So Akbar was so happy with the Birbal's answer that he forgave all the courtiers because for their stupidness, for their foolishness that they tried to praise Akbar. But in their praising more, they forgot that Akbar cannot be powerful than the Almighty. So here from these two stories, we came to know that why Akbar believed in Birbal and why he used to call him one of the 9 jewels in his empire, or the Navratnas, one of the 9 Navratnas in his empire. So no one in the court was able to find out the answer. At that time, they also seek the help of Birbal to get the answer, to please the answer, not only to get the answer, but to please the king also with the answer. So from these two stories, you might have heard these stories from your grandparents, from your mother, father. You might have heard many stories of Akbar, Birbal, and I think so you should read also the books of Akbar and Birbal. Many stories are there. So it is told in the book in the first page also that people believe these types of stories might be there and these are passed from one generation to another. There is no written script of these stories, but only heard from one generation to other generation. But if we read or we hear these stories, we are also filled with so much amusement and with so much surprise that how Birbal could find answer for each and every question of Akbar. So here are some meanings given there. So I told you that is patron of art and literature means Akbar always appreciates art and literature, and he was the lover, connoisseur of art and literature. There is flog, that is means the beat someone. Then agitated means that is disturbed, to get irritated by the situation. So that is incur our displeasure means that is to make someone angry. So these are the meanings there which are given there. Now from these stories, can you write any one of the stories of Akbar and Birbal which you have read in your childhood? Can you remember one of the stories? Yes, if you remember, you will write it. Otherwise, read the books of Akbar and Birbal stories and write it in your own words. Now listen to the stories carefully as your teacher reads them aloud. Note down the new words and ideas and concepts. So new words, you got it there. So new words which you will find out in the meanings, that is patron, then flog, these are the new words. And see the spelling of these new words. So you will write down these new words and write it for 5 times each and every word there. So that is agitated, incur, flog. So these are the new words which you will find out in the poem itself, in the lesson itself. Okay, not in the poem, it is a lesson, it is a story. So now listen here, some of the homework it is given to you. Guess the meaning of the following words and phrases. So that is, we have discussed in the lesson, untold wealth. So what is untold wealth? Means the wealth which cannot be counted. Means too much. He had untold wealth which cannot be counted. We cannot even tell about it. Okay. Closest to the emperor's heart means very near to emperor, lovable to emperor. That is closest to the heart. Then grave offense. Grave means serious. Offense, the mistake. So grave offense was there. Banish. Banish means to throw out, to take out. So these are the meanings that you have to write it in your copy. Now the next question is, say true or false. Akbar wanted to punish the person who pulled his mistake. Yes, did Akbar want to punish the person? Did Akbar want to punish surely, or did he simply put up the question to his courtiers? So that is false. No, Akbar didn't want to punish the person, but only he put up the question there to the courtiers. Akbar thought he was greater than God. Did Akbar believe in this, that he was greater than God? No, this is again false, because Akbar knew all these courtiers are praising me false with the false statements they are giving me. Birbal thought Akbar was greater than God. Birbal also thought the same. No, because he gave the proof. Okay, that you can throw out the courtiers from your kingdom, and your kingdom is smaller than the God's kingdom. But God cannot throw out from his kingdom, because God's kingdom is vast. So in all these three statements, we gave them the false. Okay.